Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen, this morning for Streams Coaching and Tarot. Today's Monday, and it is Labor Day here in the States. So we get the day off work, which is nice. I have my cap on because I'm going to do some chores around the house this morning. I've got to get some things done. I didn't feel well yesterday, honestly. So I was very lazy. So I'm not sure why. So let's get started here. Let me do one more shuffle. I'm using the Barbieri. I don't know if I said that. I'm going to use the Barbieri and the Royal Gilded Tarot Royale for the clarifying. Let me take a minute. Current situation. Page of Swords. Present influence. Knight of Pentacles. Future influence. Try these upside down. That is strength. Unexpected. Knight of Wands. Challenge. King of Pentacles. Strength. Queen of Cups. Where does this lead? Four of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Like that. Hermit. Sometimes I get, is it Hermit? No, that's upside down. It's 9. I was looking at the number. Oh yeah, because so in this tarot, the the Justice and the Strength are switched places. So the Strength is card number 11, and the Justice is card number 8. Okay, what is the advice? Okay, sorry, I went on a little bit. Ooh, Wheel. Bottom of the deck is the Five of Wands. So I'm going to say, like, this just feels hard. Like, there is definitely something about this where this Five of Wands, I mean, it's a challenge. I don't feel like it's competition. I feel like it's a challenge. I feel like there's something really challenging you here. The reason why I say that, too, is the Knight of Pentacles as the influence is definitely slow moving, but it's like you really want to put something together that will last, and it is a challenge. However, you're in the Page of Swords mode, so this is your situation now, the Page of Swords, which, you know, is the work you're doing. Absolutely. You're really doing the work and taking it all the way. And although, you know, I think that this is the realization that it's just going to take time. And I think that this Page of Swords is good because it's saying that you're willing to work through this as you do that. Now, in the future influence is the Strength card. So the next few days, it's going to take some strength, and that's okay. It's an influence, so it's taking you through that, having that strength that you need to really embrace whatever this is that you're doing. And I feel like whatever this is really important, because I feel like this is something that's been really challenging you and you're ready to do it. And I do like that. So let's take a look at the Knight of Pentacles and the influence here. What is the Knight of Pentacles, please? Knight of Pentacles. Whoa! Knight of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles, Hangman, and 3 of Wands. So yeah, this is so you're in a position where the Knight of Pentacles, where you're feeling pretty good about what you've been doing, but the Hangman goes, I got to do this differently. And I think what this Knight of Pentacles is you moving forward with an idea that you absolutely see that's working. So now that you go, okay, this is working, now I can start moving forward, but I'm going to do it slowly. Anytime the Knight of Pentacles there, it's moving slowly. We have the, let's look at the Page of Swords. Um, I mean, to me, that's just the work you're doing, and I'll just double check that. Is there anything we need to know about the Page of Swords? Page of Swords. Nine of Wands. Let me see. I think it's Six of Pentacles and the Empress. Yeah, you know, the working hard, the realization that you got to keep going with the Nine of Wands. The Six of Pentacles with the Empress, though, too, is, I feel like this is something that I feel like you know, you may have been giving a lot lately, and you know that you need to start giving to yourself. And I feel like that's what this is kind of about. I mean, it's not that you're working on something specific, but it is something for you specifically, whether it's whatever it is. It's a project, it's work, it's getting a promotion, but it's for you specifically. And I feel like it comes from you going, no, I'm tired, and I'm tired of feeling like I'm giving, giving, giving. It's time for me to look out for me. It's the impression I'm getting. So let's keep going. So we have the strength in the future, which I feel like that. I mean, anytime you're doing something hard, and I do feel like this is not easy, you're going to need the strength. Is there anything else we need to know about the strength? I mean, I think that's a good influence to have, because that means that you'll stick it out, right? That you just have to stay strong. Tell me more about the strength. Is there anything else we need to know? Two of Swords, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. Wow. It's it's almost like the Two of Swords, right? That decision, and then this ending, a complete and utter ending, has been really hard to handle. So there's something here that's coming to an end, and you're deciding on how to handle it. And that is causing you to have to be strong through this, because there is an ending happening here. I mean, I don't see that in the cards reading, but with that Ten of Swords. So that's why you're keeping up your strength. That's where the strength is coming from. You know that this is going to be hard, but you also know that as long as you carry something differently, it will work. But anytime we're in a decision mode, Two of Swords, it does take some will to make that decision. Especially like when I see decisions, the Two of Swords come up in the tarot, it's not just should I wear this today or that today. It's it's something that's really going to affect you. So we have the Knight of Wands in your unexpected. Now, the Knight of Wands has a lot of energy anyway. It comes in fast, it's motivated, it's wands, it's fiery. And I feel like, but I want to know what this is, because it could be an opportunity, it could be a message, it could be travel. So I'm going to clarify it. I get the feeling it's an opportunity. It comes from, okay, Six of Cups, Ten of Cups. Maybe there is going to be something coming back around. And I feel like the Six of Cups to the Ten of Cups, maybe something, a relationship from the past that was okay. It was an okay relationship. However, the Seven of Swords is there, and I feel like that there could be someone from the past coming back around, but this time it's different, because you're not going to let them take advantage of you. And I feel like that's partially what this is all about. But you taking back you is what actually kicks you off into a very positive light. I mean, I like that. Oops, wrong way. Don't do that here. So, our challenge is the King of Pentacles. So what is the King of Pentacles, right? Is this a person that's being a challenge? It could be. It could be someone at work. It could be a earth sign. they're just kind of getting in your way. It could be this person. I feel like that could be coming back around. Now keep in mind, ooh, the Ten of Swords is sitting here. It came after that. So there is some kind of, this has to do with some kind of ending. And I think you're working through it. Don't get me wrong. I feel like everything's going just as it should. But let's clarify this challenge. King of Pentacles in the challenge. Yeah, Four of Swords, Six of Cups, Two of Cups. This is something, yeah, this is someone that's, they may be coming back around and that may be really hard for you. The challenge, right? Four of Swords, someone that you've separated from or have taken a break from or have healed from. That's the past, and it was definitely a relationship. Now they may be coming back around. Now, this could be any kind of relationship. This could be a boss too, or a work related thing. Oh my gosh, there's the devil. So yeah, it could be definitely someone that, if the challenge is, I feel like the challenge is kind of like backing off. But with that devil sitting there, yeah, it's going to be hard. And I think that there's some carrying going on here. Again, you have the Queen of Cups in your strength. So I feel like this is a good energy where, let's see if this is a person or if this is you. I feel like this card, like even though it's a cup, I feel like with the way she's standing, she's really embracing strength and confidence in who she is. Kind of feels like an empress, but I like that queen. That's the first feeling I got. I was like, oh, I got this. I'm confident. Tell me more about this queen. Ace of Cups, Chariot, Two of Cups. So, there's something here with this king. Both of these cards are together. So the king is the challenge. However, the queen is the strength, and the queen, I think, is the ability, your ability to see something new in it with the Ace of Cups, to the Chariot. So Ace of Cups, Chariot, right? Ace of Cups, something new, something wonderful, really creative, beautiful, love. Chariot, really moving towards that. And it's the Two of Cups, like honestly looking at this in a higher level. Two of Cups. Now, I will say the Four of Cups is in the where this leads, and you know how I feel, especially about this Four of Cups. He's totally doing the poor little old me. He does not feel like he's being noticed. So I feel like that's part of the problem with this king here and part of the challenge. You may not be feeling like you're getting noticed, and so you're kind of like sulking a little bit. Tell me more about this Four of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups is also about like, wanting something and you're not getting it's basically about not getting what you want. And then kind of sulking about it. The poor little me card, right? So you might sulk a little bit here. Tell me more about Four of Cups, which is fine. We'll have to sulk once in a while. Four of Cups, Five of Wands, Six of Swords, High Priestess. Yeah, you thought this would be different. So the Five of Wands, this is that challenge that you've been dealing with, and the challenge of moving away from this situation. I feel like you've been working on moving away from this situation, and I feel like what you're kind of really sulking about or thinking about is, but I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do, and I think it's more of a contemplation card. You may not be getting what you want out of this, and I think you're trying to dig deep and use that intuition. Now, what I really do like, because it goes to the Ace of Pentacles and then the Hermit. So let's look at that Ace of Pentacles. I really like it because the aces are new beginnings, right? And this is a very strong out. Could be money coming in too that might change the way you look at everything. But this is definitely a new opportunity. Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles. It's like a really good ace, because normally anything that starts with Ace of Pentacles, it's going to last. It's going to be good. Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles, please. Oh, Seven of Pentacles, Moon, and Sun. So yeah, this is something that you've been working on with the Seven of Pentacles. And it's something that you've been very unclear about. But the ace is that this is something that's going to bring you a lot of joy. And it is something that's been in your mind for a long time. It's been something that you've been focused on. Now, you probably weren't quite clear about how to put something together, but this is definitely a new beginning and it's going to bring you a lot of joy here. This is really nice. So you have the Hermit after that. Now let's look at the Hermit, because the Hermit is taking that time. Now, the Hermit's also about discovery. Remember that. Like, the Hermit takes that time and he has that lantern. So this could be discovery. The Moon was clarifying that Ace of Pentacles. And was followed by the Sun. However, this could be you finding the answers on the stuff that's not clear or maybe doesn't seem clear. So tell me about this Hermit card, please. Five of Cups. I think that's Five of Cups, right? Or is it the Five of Swords? Five of Cups, Strength, and Three of Swords. So I mean, I overall think this ace is good and it's interesting. I think that you're really a little bit nervous about getting disappointed. And that's what the Hermit is. And you want to make sure that you have the ability to do this, because I feel like the Hermit is you finding the answers to this Five of Cups, Three of Swords. Because I feel like whatever happened here is there's some unclear thing that's happened. And I feel like you want to make sure on your decision moving forward. You have the Two of Swords with this Knight of Wands. So there is something about making sure that things are right with that Moon there, clarifying it. And I think that's all this is. And I think having that strength in the middle right there is like totally telling me that, you know, I think you're worried that you may not have the strength to move forward with this because of something that happened in the past that disappointed you and made you sad at the same time. And I feel like, and see, look, there's an Ace of Wands sitting right here. So yeah, there's that feeling of like really, kicking in. And I think this is good. I'm going to do what comes after this Hermit? The Sun. So you will find what you're looking for with that Hermit card. I feel like you're going to learn a lot there. The Wheel is in the advice, and I think, when I see the Wheel in the advice, I really want to say that I'm not sure what I want to say. The Wheel's hard, I mean, as advice, because it lets us know that time continues to move forward. And it is asking us to look into the future, to move towards the future and keep moving towards the future. There is that little stigma that's coming up here that has a little bit of, worry for you in it. Whatever this King of Pentacles is to you, whomever this is, it doesn't have to be a male, by the way. So whoever that king is to you has caused a little bit of not turmoil, just making you second guess yourself, because that's where the Hermit comes in. That's why the Moon was there. Now, I mean, eventually it leads to the Sun, but I do feel like this is that you need to keep moving forward because you're headed in the right direction when we have the Wheel. And it's like, this is like destiny type stuff. This is good fortune as well, but as advice, it's keep moving forward, keep going in the right direction, keep going in the direction you're headed. Don't let these little things stand in your way. Yeah, you need to deal with them, but don't let them get in your way of continuing to move forward. I feel like this could be a really good opportunity. And then once you find out more about that clarity piece, you'll be in a really happy place. So there we have our reading for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Take care. Have a beautiful day.